outfits expensively assembled. And let's say hello to Living Zimbabwe Warriors midfield legend. We used to call him Chief. We still call him Chief. Let's say hello to Chief Justice Majavi. Well, Chief, could be a case of Real Madrid versus Barcelona, isn't it?
Thank you, legendary, and good afternoon. You know, on a sunny day, very good weather, and I would say, and it's probably the same as you said. It's a case of Real Madrid and Barcelona. These are probably the most expensive squad being in terms of assembling, and they've been showing up from the beginning of the season, I think, and also Simba Bhora boasting up as the champions of last season. Now we have got Scotland, who are doing so well. They've got everyone with them. National team players also. They've got Kamabilia, they've got Walter Msona. Very good goalkeepers. So not taking anything away from Simba Bhora. We also got good players. I've seen quite a number of players who shipped from Dynamos crossed to Simba Bhora. There might be an age. They are used to play here, and it's a good game altogether. And we're expecting some excitement, and good for the fans, good for everybody.
Yeah, looks like it's going to be an exciting encounter. Yesterday we were here again in the high-density suburb of Mumhari, where Makepe took on the students, Caps took on her rentals, and we saw a rental side dominate Caps United for the major part of the game, but they could not put it away where it mattered most. So Caps United scored first, and it was a big scare for rentals, but the rentals did manage to get that equalizer. It ended 1-1. It was the same story as the rentals dominated over Scotland of all teams, and in the end it wasn't a draw. They lost by 1-0. So Coach Bex, the team that dominates today should put away the goals. I was talking about yesterday, rentals dominating but not putting away the goals.
Yes, it's very, very important that when you have possession, more possession, you are dominating play. The next thing to do is to try to get to the goal and get those important goals. I think we saw what Tail One did. They scored 2 goals, and after scoring two goals at 10, as a coach, you start saying, I think I need to be defending, especially when I am playing away from home. But I think Jompani being Jompani, who wants to see football.
What Bekimpilo was just talking about, Tail One flying off, leading 2-0 yesterday at Ngoni Stadium in Norton, 2-0, and then Moores got one back, and then Tail One got a penalty, and Washington Navaya, the leading goal scorer of all people, missing, and that allowed Amos to get back into the game 2-2. But anyway, that's a past. We are talking about Maviravira taking on Chinu Chedu. Who are you backing out there? This one promises to be quite something, and I hope I want a good better, because this one is a tricky one indeed, Chief Justice.
Yeah, very tricky one. You know, like we said before, all the squads are very strong, and they are prepared for this game. They relatively got more like the same support from their owners, and they all want to show today who is who. And we know what Simba offers. They did it in the last season. Right now, it's also now Scotland is feeling it's their turn. They need to also show and dominate the league. So now they're coming in full strength. They want to win these games so that they stretch up and catch up with Moors, who are running away with the thing. As we see from the beginning of the game, they've done so well maintaining the first position. So all these teams, they want to emulate that. And I think today, because of the nature and the good crowd, it's going to be a good one, a tough one for both ends. They will try by all means to dominate each other.
Right, we will also keep you up to date of what will be happening. We've got 3 other matches right around the country. At Butter Stadium, the Gold Boys, Kwekwe United, are taking on the Gamecocks. Chicken in. We will keep you updated, like I said. At Emagumeni, Babafields, Iboso, entertain pure platinum play. FC Platinum will keep you updated there as well. And at Gibbo Stadium, the country's biggest drawing team fans. That is, of course, the Highlanders supporters will say, no, we are the biggest drawing team of fans. Dynamos will say the same. But Dinamo Dimbare are entertained by the Sugar Boys, Triangle United, and we'll keep you updated as well. And out of the big three, only Ibozo seem to be flying away. The other two are really struggling because Cape United, after that draw with Rentals, they are 15th. And Dynamos are now below Cape United. Cape United are now 14th. But if Dynamos win today, they jump about 4 places up. But we will keep you updated. Now, Coach Bex, for Scotland, it's got to be Kama Billiard, Walter Musona. I mean, the list can go on. And what do they need to do? Because we saw them the other day. Rentals dominated them, but they won. The other day, Dynamos dominated them, but they won 1-0, both occasions. So, can they afford to do that again versus a different outfit than everybody else?
Yes, definitely. As for Scotland, I think the key will be their midfield. They need to be in control. The moment they be in control of the midfield, I'm sure they can end up smiling, because going up front where they have got Musona, Billiard, Machope in front, those three on themselves, they are really deadly strikers. They can cause a lot of problems. So
I'll have to jump in there. Focus quickly before we join the game.
1-0 to Scotland.
Chief Justice.
No, I think a draw in the first half.
A draw in the first half. So I will say 1-0 to Simba Bhora. Right. We've got a special guest here, a surprise one. Emil Heskey. Yes, the former Leicester City, former Liverpool, and former England forward. He is here watching the game. But what we are going to do now, we are going to join in the commentary box our two colleagues who are there. Let's join the man we call Ginola, that's William Tingwa, sitting alongside the man we call Joseph Nkani. We'll be talking to you at halftime.
That's the Zimbabwe, as we are ready to rumble here at Rufaro Stadium. The host, Scotland FC, taking on Simba Bhora, the defending league champions here. Of course, the defending champions have lost the coach who coached them all the way to glory last season. That is Tonera Tanzandiraya. He is now coaching Scotland FC here. And Simba Bhora have hired former Zimbabwe international Joe Pasha. And welcome to the ceremony home of football here, where the match officials are as follows: Brighton Chimen all the way from Wirimai Muroiwa, Pearson Zoguomera, Pride Benora, and the match commissioner is none other than Brighton Mudzamiri. And with me in the commentary box here is the man from the COP, Joseph Kani.
Yes, Willie, it's a very good afternoon to you. Good afternoon to our viewers out there. And today we are out in Mbare, Rufaro Stadium to be specific, under clear skies, where we are witnessing a top-of-the-table clash pitting hosts, Scotland, and visitors, Simba Bhora. Simba Bhora are the defending champions. And coming into this game, Willie, these two teams are only separated by a goal difference. They are second and third, respectively. Scotland in second, Simba in third. But they are only separated by a goal difference. We wait to see this afternoon who's going to want this more, who's going to get all the 3 points and get one better over the other.
That points to for everything to be a thriller here at Rufaro Stadium. And let me just give you the two starting line 11s here. Simba Bhora, the away team. So I'll start with the home team. That is Scotland. In goals is Nelson Chajga. God knows Murwira taking the right back position. The two centre backs are Peter Mudua and Kelvin Moyo. The left back is Ronald Fumbidai. Two defensive midfielders this afternoon, Frederick Bochway and Albert Manenji. Vasily Kawe just behind the three strikers here, popularly known as the BMW. That is Walter Msona, the captain, Timon Machope and Kamabiliad. And for the away side, that is Simba Bhora. In goal is the William Tole from Malawi. Ronald Kanga, the right back position. The two centre backs, Webster Tafa and Ishane Sumauchi. And Carlos Mavurume on the left back position. Then the defensive midfielder will be Blessing Moyo. And they are partnering with a 4-1-4-1 formation. Then the midfielders, Donald Mudadi, Junior Makunike, Tinotenda Meke, and Emmanuel Ziwocha. And the lone striker will be Isaka Gurirab. And Joseph, the two teams here, the home side coming up with a 4-2-3-1 formation, and the away side 4-1-4-1 formation.
Yeah, I think I'm seeing Coach Joel Lupatla coming into this game with a conservative approach, where I think he wants to contain Scotland, he wants to manage the game, and possibly hit them in phases. Whereas the Scotland, if you look at the Scotland lineup, for me, it's pretty much a balanced formation, but it's also very offensive, because when they are in transitions, you are looking at more men being overloaded up front, and when they are in a defensive shape, you have more men coming back to defend the ball. But otherwise, I think it's going to be an open game, punch for punch, kick for kick, and I think the fans are here to enjoy a beautiful game of football. But one thing, again, that we need to look at is which side are the fans sitting? Because remember, Scotland will always attract both lovers and haters. So we expect maybe Simba Bhora to command a sizable number of fans rooting for them this afternoon.
Exactly, Joe. And we are ready to kick off here at Rufaro Stadium. And away we go. Simba Bhora kicks us off here, attacking the Mbare end goal post. That is from right to left on your screens. And defending the city end. Scotland, the home side, will be defending the Mbare end and attacking the city end. That is from left to right on your screens. Blessing Moyo in possession and looking for Guri, the man they call Gurirab. But the goal kick now to Nelson Chajga, former Ngezi FC Platinum goalkeeper. Peter Mdua in possession, who missed the last match because of a concussion he suffered against the Herenda's here at Rufaro. And Kama Billiard is already brought down. So free kick to Scotland. God knows Murwira. The crossfield long ball there looking for Walter Msona, who allowed the ball to roll for the throw-in after header clearance by Ronald Kangadzi. And Kangadzi again defends well, considers the throw-in. Vasily Kawe, well blocked by the captain Blessing Moyo. Peter Mdua, headed away by, and a free kick there to Simba Bhora. It was Isaka Gurirab who was fouled in the center circle there. And Brighton Chimene awarding a free kick to Simba Bhora. Carlos Mavurume. Notenda Meke looking for Gurirab, but headed away by Mudua Peter. Manenji to Kama Billiards. Past this marker. Walter Msona. Tussling for possession. Bochwe. Vasily Kawe. Bochwe is down. Kawe! And the goalkeeper, William Tole, collects it. First shot on target. With about 2 minutes played here, according to our watch here. Roland Kangadzi. Ziwocha Emmanuel. Kangadzi. Fubizai. That was Kelvin Moyo instead. The centre back. Leaving the throw into Ronald Fubizai. Former Caps United mid defender. Also went to South Africa, played for Bloemfontein Celtic, Peter Mdua, Godnoz Muruira, another former Cape player, Kama Billiard, played for Mamelodi Sundowns, won the CAF Champions League, also played for Kaizer Chiefs. The Warriors player, Kelvin Moyo, looking for Kama Billiard, too high, but finds his way to Scotland. Billiard outside the box, tries from afar, and Joseph, you can see Scotland are the hungry of the two teams in the early stages.
Yes, Scotland are coming in with an expression of intent. They have come in this game so far. They've shown a statement to look out for, to say Scotland, they want to draw early blood.
Yes, if you have just joined us, where were you? Whatever time of day or night, you are joining us live at the ceremony home of football Faro. Simba Bhora, the away side in green shorts and white tops. And the home side, Scotland, black shorts and grey tops. Looks like they are now favoring their third kit here, because their first colors is blue. But today, they are playing in black and grey. Ronald Fumbizai battling in the Ziocha. Vasily Kawe to Fumbizai. Back to Kelvin Moyo. Kawe finds Fumbizai. Looking for Machope. And it's cleared there by Webster Taffa. Throw into Scotland to be taken by Ronald Fumbizai. Let's find how he's going to throw it, looking for Kama Billiard. Vasily Kawe. All the way back to the goalkeeper, Nelson Charjga. Sweeper keeper is out of his 18-yard box. Long ball looking for Machope, Timon. Shooting the ball very well. Finds Fumbizai, the center of the park. Badly done by Kawe. But Fumbizai to the rescue. Back to the goalkeeper, Nelson Charjga. Kelvin Moyo. Manenji, Albert. Overruns it, throw into Roland Kangadze of Simba Bhora. Junior Makunike. Ishane Sumauchi. Headed away by Kelvin Moyo. But to the wrong man. Tinotenda Meke. To Carlos Mavurume. Back to Meke. Mavurume. Blessing Moyo. Bisto. Tinotenda Meke. Junior Makunike. Offside, good it up, yes. Good spot there, Joseph, by the near side assistant referee, Wirimai Muroiwa.
Yes, good spot by the referee, but I want to talk about the way Simba Bhora threaded their passes. They exchanged their passes and managed to breach the Scotland defense. Yes, it was an offside, but I think the play was well constructed by Simba Bhora. Kudos to them. They are also trying to stem their authority in the game, because Scotland have been all over them in the first 3-4 minutes of the game.
Timon Machope, poor first touch there. Throw into Roland Kangadze of Simba Bhora. Quickly thrown to Bisto. Long ball looking for Gurirab. Kelvin Moyo under control. Let it roll to his goalkeeper Nelson Charjga. Peter Mdua. Coming back into the starting lineup, missing the game versus Dynamos. Vasily Kawe. Godnoz Muruira. On the far side there. That is Scotland were defended, but Kama Billiard blocks it. Throw into Simba Bhora. To be taken by Carlos Mavurume. Long throw into Tinotenda Meke. Vasily Kawe. All the way back to Kelvin Moyo. Peter Mdua. Looking for support. Crosses the halfway line, looking for Machope. Too much weight on it. Goal kick to William Tole, the Malawian goalkeeper. Scotland lying second on the log table. Same number of points with Simba Bhora. They both have 19 points. But Simba Bhora are third because of an inferior goal difference. Joseph, only one goal separating these two teams.
Yes, which actually shows how these teams have managed their defensive. If you look at the two teams, have actually lost only one game in the league so far.
Free kick awarded to Simba Bhora by Brighton Chimene, reigning referee of the year. A CAF and FIFA official. He has been doing duty for the World Cup qualifiers in Africa and the Africa Cup of Nations qualifiers, the CHAN qualifiers as well. So free kick to Simba Bhora. Let's wait and see if they can make this one count. It's well over the bar by Bisto. Blessing Moyo, the captain. No problem for Nelson Charjga. Short one to Kelvin Moyo. Former of Dynamos. Also played for FC Platinum. Went to South Africa, played for Chippa United. Albert Manenji. Hustled down, but no free kick. Ziwocha Emmanuel. Good it up. Well blocked there by Peter Mdua. Throw into Scotland. Joseph, that was a good block there by Peter Mdua.
Yes.
Because that ball has been laid for young Makunike, junior Makunike.
Yes, it was a good block by, of course, we need to know that Peter Mdua is a seasoned campaigner, having done duty for Highlanders at Emakumeni. He's a solid defender, gritty, powerful, but he was very calculating. He did very well to stop that threat by Simba Bhora. Good timing, good anticipation, Peter Mdua.
Now Nelson Charjga in possession, looking for Kelvin Moyo. Watamsona, the captain, reigning soccer star of the year, was playing for Simba Bhora last season. Switch this basis. Roland Kangazi, the dreadlocked right back for Simba Bhora, with a throw in here. Looking for Ziwocha, but headed away by Fumbizai. Tlotenda Meke. Can he get past Muruira? Vasilikawe does well. Carlos Mavurume. Blessing Bisto. Meke. Blessing Moyo. Good run there by Moyo. Finds Meke. Takes a crack at goal too early. Way wide there, Joseph. I'm sure he had better options there.
Yes, he had better options. Donald Mdari did very well to find space. He darted into the pocket there, and he received the ball. And of course, he tried to go for goal. He just miscued his kick. But otherwise, it was a good move by Simba Bhora. Good exchanges of passes. But Donald Mdari could not find his foot there. But it's looking promising now for Simba Bhora.
There he is. Donald Mdari. Brought down there, was pulling, shot pulling, spotted by referee Brighton Chimene. Free kick to Simba Bhora. The referee there was trying to play advantage, and when the advantage failed to yield anything, then he blew. Very good officiating there. As we welcome the ZIFA president here, Ngobile Magwizi. We also have the national team coach here, Michael Nis. And another guest here, Cricket goal! Saved by the goalkeeper Nelson Charjga. And another important guest we have here this afternoon is Emily Hiski. Liverpool legend, former England international, also played for Leicester. Kamabilia did the chance. Well defended by Bisto. Clumsy by Webster Tafa. Vasily Kawe. Cross inside the box, headed away by Scotland. Manenji. Full-blooded effort, just went wide. Joseph, that was another cricket goal by Scotland.
Yes, good shot by Manenji. I like the way he chested the ball down. He had so much control, and then he volleyed a good shot. It was taken very well. Good technique, good chesting, and of course it went horribly over the bar. But otherwise, it was good play there from Manenji. The way he chested the ball down, and then he let loose a shot on the volley.
Dodo Dimdadi playing very well in that draw. Bisto looking for Meke. Murwira couldn't do it properly the first time, but the second time he got it right. Is that a clash of heads? Play one says the referee. Meke throw into Scotland FC. Murwira behind it. Good nose Murwira. National team player as well. Quick throw to Kama Billiard. Bochwe. Fubidai. Mudua. Kama. Bochwe. Fubidai. Walter Msona, the captain. Vasily Kawe. Msona. Manenji. Cross inside the box. Too high for Machope. Goal kick. And the offside flag was also up there. The far side assistant referee Pearson Zokuonera spotting Machope offside. Ishe Anesuma Uchi blocked by Manenji. Vasily Kawe. Fumbizai. Kawe. Back to Fumbizai. Better for possession. Corner kick considered by Mauchi. That was good defending by Mauchi, Joe.
Mauchi is a seasoned player. Remember, he also had a stint in Europe, and now he's back at Simba Bhora, and he's also a national team player. He still has to make his debut for the Zimbabwe national team, the Warriors, but he's one solid defender. He's very combative and good timing there. Of course, he considered a corner, but he did very well to defend that ball.
First corner of the match. Can you believe it? With 16 minutes on our watch. And that should be a free kick and possibly yellow card for Roland Kangadzi, but the referee seems to be a bit lenient. It's just awarding a free kick. Was Roland Kangadzi blocked that corner by Walter Msona. He was not standing the stipulated 10 yards. That is 9.15 meters. And Joe, a very good improvement I'm seeing here from the referees. He has a spray.
Yes, yeah, it helps you in terms of man management during a set piece. You don't have to argue with the players. You just show the markers, and if they obey, if they disobey, you know what to do thereafter. Exactly. So our referees are well kitted.
Let's wait and see what the captain of Scotland will do here. Can they capitalize on this set piece? He was going for goal, and the war does his job. Recycled back by Umsona. Full-blooded effort blocked there from Kawe. Bochwe. Kangadzi away. Zuocha couldn't keep it alive here. Throw into Bochwe. He will leave it for Fumbizai. Quick throw looking for Msona Water. Mudadi. Junior Makunike. Donald Mudadi. Webster Tafa to Ishane Sumauchi. Well blocked by Msona, but to the wrong man, that was Mudadi. Trotenda Meke. Mavurume is overlapping. Cross is blocked by Kama Billiard. Who battles and wins it. Vasily Kawe Looking for Machope. But too much. And the goalkeeper is alert. Kangadzi now. Roland Kangadzi. Mdadi. Good play by Ziwocha. Donald Mdadi. To Kangadzi. Is that Junior Makunike? Throw into Simba Bhora. Some good play there, Joe, by Simba Bhora.
Simba Bhora, good play, yes, but I thought that was playing more to the gallery because there was a move where Simba Bhora was actually on the advantage and they were on the offensive, but they decided again to show both and play one more move that was for the crowd. Yes, good for the entertainment, but in terms of productivity, I think Simba Bhora took forever to do whatever they wanted to do in terms of attacking Scotland.
This looked like a long throw inside the box. Headed away by Scotland. Recycled by Tafa. Throw into Scotland. God knows Murwira. Albert Manenji. Kelvin Moyo. Looking for Peter Mdua. Kama Billiard. Fumbizai. God knows Murwira. Kama Billiard. Very clever by Kama. Machope. What an intervention there by Mauchi. Taking full advantage of his height there, Joe.
Yes, he did very well. Was that cheeky chip by Kama Billiard, it was going to trouble Simba Bhora goalkeeper because Timon Machope was actually out on the loose. He could have troubled goalkeeper William Tole for Simba Bhora.
Free kick to Scotland. They're taking their time to dispatch this free kick inside the center circle. Ronald Fumbizai. The referee wants it to be taken on the correct position. So it will be Moyo Kelvin. To Fumbizai, back to Moyo. Vasile Kawe. Set out the game against Zimbabwe because of injury. Fumbizai. Kawe, Kangadzi, that should be a free kick and possibly a yellow card there to Roland Kangadzi. Yes, first yellow card of the match to Roland Kangadzi. "21 minutes by our watch here and they have a first yellow card." Simba Bhora supporters are not happy. Looks like there is some activity on the Simba Bhora bench. So Vasilika is becoming a victim of injuries. Remember that crude tackle by Tino Benza?
Yes.
In the game before they played Dynamos, and he had to miss the Dynamos game because of that injury.
Yes, which was very unfortunate. So I think Simba Bhora being cautious by preparing a substitute there in case Vasilika doesn't make it back. But we wish him back. We would like to see him back and do his thing in the middle of the park on behalf of Scotland.
Yes, Scotland coach Tondera Ndiraya Stanza wouldn't love to make an injury substitution as early as the 22nd minute. Definitely would want to use his substitutes as tactical. Maybe as the game on in the second half or so. Fumbizai. Cross is too high. Goal kick to Simba Bhora.
It's good to see Vasily Kawe. He's back on the pitch now.
Good news for Scotland. Vasily Kawe is up and about and he's already on the pitch. Nelson Chajga looking for God knows Murwira. Peter Mdua. Back to Nelson Chajga. Mdua. Former Highlanders captain. Back to Chajga. Looking for Msona Water. Too high. Kangadzi. Ziwocha. Junior Makunike, Ziwocha. Captain Blessing Moyo. Ziwocha, former Dynamos. Junior Makunike does well. Beats one man. Beats another. Looking for good up. Snapshot there by Ziwocha. Goal kick to Scotland.
Simba Bhora are coming at it, Willie. And you may care to know that Simba Bhora are actually good travelers in terms of their away form. Simba Bhora have played 4 games, winning 2, drawing 1, and losing 1. So Simba Bhora are actually good on the road. So Scotland will better watch out. Yes, they are the home team, but Simba Bhora can brew a shocker this afternoon.
And also in the stand is former Warriors manager Sharif Musa. Sitting right below us here in the commander box. Throw-in taken in the wrong position, not to the referee's liking. Murwira will have to take it again. Let's see what Scotland can do here. Remember, these two teams, whoever wins will be second on the lock. Free kick for a high boot. Murwira behind it. Long one looking for Msona Water. But Kangazi is behind it. Vasily, this is Manenji. Albert Manenji. Water Msona. Fumbizai. Cross inside the box. Chance for... Was that Machope?
Machope.
He was not alert.
The way I thought he would have wanted to just tap it in with his outfooter, but unfortunately he skied his effort. But otherwise, a good cross that came in from the left for Scotland, but he couldn't connect. Pity, another chance goes a begging. So I think we can talk of about at least 3 chances that Scotland have missed, and hopefully they won't live to rue the chances that they've missed. Because Simba Bhora have been attacking in phases, and they might possibly nick 1 or 2 goals out of their teams that they are making at the moment. So Scotland, watch out.
Exactly, Joe. Whenever you get these chances and you miss them, you might live to regret as the game progresses. Blessing Moyo, Junior Makunike. What a ball looking for Ziwocha. And I think he was a bit too lazy there. Throw into Scotland. Fumbizai will take it. 0-0 here at Rufaro Stadium, the ceremonial home of football. Blessing Moyo looking for good up. But Manenji, off clearance, handball by Blessing Moyo. Spotted by Brighton Jimenez, the reigning referee of the year. Fumbizai takes it quickly to Vasily Kawe. Looking for Machope. Wotamsona. Fumbizai losing it. Isaka Gurirap. Donald Mdadi. Near side. Roland Kangazi. Junior Makunike. Back to Kangazi. Ziwocha. Junior Makunike. Mdadi. Ziwocha. Simba Bhora threatening here. Ziwocha. Kama Billiard intercepts. To Wotamsona. Vasily Kawe. Kama Billiard. Back to Kawe. Murwira. Kawe. Machope. Fighting hard to retain possession. Calvin Moyo. Fumbizai. Vasily Kawe. But Moyo does well. That should be a push by Kawe. Free kick to Simba Bhora. Blessing Moyo Bisto. Behind the free kick. Back to Ishane Sumauchi. finding Webster Tafa, former of Mshawani Stars. Carlos Mavurume. Tinotenda Meke. Mavurume Carlos. Can he keep it in play? No, he can't. Throw into Scotland. "28 minutes here, still 0-0 between Scotland FC and Simba Bhora. Mavirawira, Scotland, they call themselves Mavirawira. And Simba Bhora, Chinu Chedu. And Joseph, ironically, these two teams owned by two business moguls, the miners in Honorable Scott Saupkanya and Simba Bhora Buju. And interestingly, Scotland, their name derived from Scott Sakupkanya, and Simba Bhora from Simba Ndoro.
It's a battle that is founded on many fronts. The battle of personalities of the founders, battle of the minerals. Which mineral is going to be is going to prevail over the other on the football market? We wait to see which broker is going to do that. But again, it's a game where the two teams enjoy flexing their muscles. They've brought in a new breath of fresh air in our local game. Scotland, they've brought in that flair, the glitz, the glamour, and Simba Bhora have equally done that as well in Match Central. So it's a game that is being played from many dimensions, but otherwise, at the end of the day, it brings value to the beautiful game of football.
Bringing value to the beautiful game of football. Like what Pele used to say, that this is the most beautiful game. Timon Machope winning a throw-in on this near side. To be taken by Ronald Fumbitai. There he is. Jersey number 25 for you. As you can see, we are approaching the halfway mark. Cleared away by Simba. Kelvin Moyo. Bochwe. Finding Godnose Murwira. Peter Mdua. Finding Bochwe. Kelvin Moyo. Looking for was that Machope? No, it was Manenji. Isaka Gurirab. Mudadi should be offside. And another correct call there by Wirimai Muroiwa. Joe, so far the match officials have done well.
So far the match officials have done well, and they've had their control on the game. They haven't been heavy-handed. Even the number of yellow cards, we've seen only 2 yellow cards. I think only one yellow card so far, which is also an indication that the referee is managing the game. He doesn't want to be heavy-handed. He doesn't want to hog the headlines. All we want to see are players doing their thing on the field of play, and less of the match officials.
And there's Fumbizai pushing Roland Kangazi to the floor there. Free kick rightfully awarded by Bradon Inchuman at 31 minutes gone by our watch here. There's the foul again. Fumbizai pushing Roland Kangazi. Long one over the center circle. Booted out by Kelvin Moyo. Throw into Simba Bhora. If you have just joined us here at Rufaro Stadium, it's Scotland, the home side new. Simba Bhora, the away side new. Throw into Junior Makunike of Simba Bhora. There is Dubai briefly appearing on your picture. There is Roland Kanganzi, and behind him is his coach, Dubai. Throw into Scotland. And there is Stanza in a blue cap. Tondera Indiraya, coach of Scotland FC.
Interestingly, Stanza won the championship last year with Simba Bhora, the team that he's playing against. So in other words, Tondera Indiraya would have been the defending coach this afternoon.
And that was a golden opportunity for Isaka Gurab. He couldn't get the connection he wanted. And Nelson Chaka says thank you as he dispatches a long one forward looking for Kama Billiard. Can he roast Carlos Mavurume? Let's wait and see. Very skillful Kama Billiard he is. There he is. And Joseph, Kama Billiard is playing a game of his life since he joined Scotland FC. And Michael Nice is watching.
And Michael Nice is watching, and also even thousands of fans are watching here in the stadium as well as watching on television. One thing about Kama Billiard, he's your poster boy of football. He's your poster boy of local football. He's one player who can attract fans with equal measure, both at club level as well as national team level. So Kama Billiard is one that actually is an attraction and also proving to be an asset for Scotland. Good signing by Scotland when they got him from Yada.
And remember, when Michael Nice was appointed Warriors head coach sometime last year, his first task was to bring Kama Billiard out of retirement. And he successfully does that. Then he went on to convince Knowledge Msona again, and he successfully does that. Chance for Simba Bhora, but no problem for Nelson Charger, the goalkeeper for Scotland.
And talking of Michael Nice, who is actually one of the spectators attending this game, he's definitely coming into this game to watch talent that he knows about, as well as to watch other talent that he can actually consider for the national team setup. Remember, our next game, I think, is coming in September when we play one of the World Cup qualifiers. So, a game of interest for the national team Warriors coach, Michael Nice.
Beautiful play there by Simba Bhora. Junior Makunike. This is Tilotenda Meke. Chance for Scotland. Beautiful turn inside the box. But Scotland defends well. And finally hooked out of danger. Vasily Kawe. Looking for God knows Murwira. Zizu. Vasily Kawe. To Kama Billiard. Losing possession. Tilotenda Meke to Bisto. Blessing Moyo, Emmanuel Zuocha, beaten to it by Ronald Fumbizai, Kangazi Roland, Watamsona, wins possession, Kawe to Machope, poor control, but finds Kama Billiard, throw into Scotland, and Simba Bhora also claiming the throw and quickly taken back from Fumbizai. Albert Manenji. The referee is not happy with something there. Let's wait and see what is it. It's going to come off with a drop ball. I'm not sure, Joseph, why play was stopped there.
Yeah, I'm not too sure why play was stopped.
There is some excuse by Kama Billiard.
And then having to start with the drop ball.
Yes, to start with the drop ball. Peter Mdua. Junior Makunike. What a ball looking for Meke. It's not under Meke. Former of Green Fuel. Was trying to lay it for an on-rushing player there, but not quite. They intervened by Scotland defense. There is Mudadi to Meke. Looking for Bisto. Finds him. Mudadi. Snap it, go. Blocked. Kama Billiard. God knows Murwira. Kama Billiard wins a free kick there. I haven't seen Kama Billiard working as hard as he's doing today.
And I also noticed that he's actually playing coming from deep. He's not really like outright on attack or outright on the touchline. He normally plays off the wings. But even now today, we are seeing more of Kama Billiard playing down the midfield channel and doing his thing. He seems to be enjoying the game. He's having fun, roasting opponents.
Fumbizai losing possession in a dangerous position there. Chance for Simba Bhora. What a save by Nelson Charger for a corner kick there. And they're consoling Ronald Fumbizai. I'm sure had that went in, Fumbizai would have hoped if the ground could open and swallow him. Joseph,
Fumbizai, he lost possession and he tried to retrieve the ball. And of course, that pass to Gurirab didn't get a good connection. Donald Mdadi with a lay on, but Gurirab could not get a good connection. But I think if he had played with an open boot, I think he would have done better there. He, instead of sidestepping and trying to shoot at goal, maybe a sidestep shot, a placement onto the far post would have yielded better result. But another chance goes a begging for Simba Bhora, and a warning shot fired for Scotland.
Blessing Boyo behind the corner kick. First one to Simba Bhora. So it's 1-1 in terms of corner kicks, and it's 38 minutes on our watch here. So corner kick to Simba Bhora, their first one. Coming in the 38th minute. Joseph, let's see how they're going to dispatch it. A low one, back to Moyo. Whips in inside the box. Free kick awarded by the referee for some rough play inside that 6-yard box. Relief for Scotland, Joseph.
Relief for Scotland, yeah. Mauchi stretched his long leg very dangerously high to the discomfort of the referee, awarding a free kick there to Scotland, who survive another attack. But I think what we have noticed again is that Simba Bhora are containing the threats that are being thrown at them by the home team Scotland, and then they are attacking in sporadic formation. They come in phases, and Simba Bhora are doing well so far. Maybe if they nick in a goal, it can be a difficult time for Scotland. But at the same time, Scotland also need to bury their own chances that they are creating.
It's not a make Blessing Moyo. Turning there, finding Carlos Mavurume. Webster Tafa. Ishane Sumauchi. For control, first touch here, robbed by Machope, Vasilikawe, Wotamsona Machope, Manenji, Vasilikawe, Manenji. Took his time and allowing Mauchi to recover. Good play there, Junior Makunike. Donald Mudadi. Looking for Tinotenda Meke. Cross inside the box. And it's for the goalkeeper Nelson Chajga. Joseph, for Simba Bhora, I'm sure Donald Mudadi has been outstanding.
Donald Mudadi, outstanding on the left-hand channel. He's been doing well. He's very industrious. But he just needs to improve on the final delivery. But otherwise, in terms of having an influence in the game, as you see that ball there, he tried to center it with the right leg out footer. Maybe a left boot would have been better, or maybe a cutback of some sort would have yielded better. But Donald Mudadi certainly having his fingerprint on this game.
Bochwe Frederick. A lofted ball looking for Machope. Ziwocha. Also working hard. That should be a free kick, but the referee says no. Joel Lupasha cannot believe it out of your picture. So Ronald Fumbizai behind the throw-in. Manenji. Back to Fumbizai looking for Kawe. But Junior Makunike. Free kick to Scotland. Simba Bhora not yet. That is Brighton Chimene in your picture there. 41 minutes bear watch. 4 minutes to go to the Oranges. Plus whatever Brighton Chimene is going to add at the end of the first half. Fumbizai finds Kelvin Moyo. Peter Mdua. Vasily Kawe. Frederick Bochwe. Wotamsona. Cuts inside. Kamabiliad! Trying to come up with a flick back header. I don't know what to call it, Joseph.
Yeah, it would have been a flip header. I like the way Wotamsoni crafted that, and he read Kamabila's run into the box. Kamabila ran into the pocket of space. Look at that cheeky chip, and then a header by Kamabila. It was overcooked, overhit, and it went horribly wrong over the bar. But good play by Scotland, good combination between the two, and it's actually something that we have noticed even over the time that Wotamsoni and Kamabila have this telepathic understanding of each other. They always find each other.
And they always do that with the national team colors there for the Warriors. Remember, our Warriors qualifying for the AFCON finals to be held in Morocco in December. As Kangazi find Gurirab, Junior Makunike to Meke. And Meke could control it, throw into Scotland. And Joseph, one interesting thing here for the front three of Scotland here. They are now called BMW. Billiard, Machope, Walter.
BMW, which is of course a vehicle renowned for speed and one of the toys for big boys. So yes, BMW, can they combine the way probably would have seen when the famous three at Liverpool, your Firmino, your Salah and your Mane, it did. But But good to see players understanding each other on the field of play, and hopefully BMW will lead something for Scotland.
And don't forget the BBC of Real Madrid. Benzema, Bell, and Cristiano.
Yes.
Now Kangadzi. Good cross inside the box. Overcooked. Murwira will let it roll for a goal kick to Nelson Charger of Scotland. So it's 43 minutes here. Scotland nil. Simba Bhora nil. Joseph.
And there used to be the triple S at Liverpool. Your Suarez, Sturridge, and Sterling.
With Joseph and Liverpool, you will never win the battle. Nelson Charger. Rolling it to Peter Mdua, the vice captain of Scotland. God knows Muriwa does well there to win a throw-in. He's complaining something, his arms in the air there. Maybe was it for a bad pass and he had to stretch there to win that throw-in.
Yeah, he expected better.
There is Murwira with a throw. Vasily Kawe. Back to him, to Murwira. Was looking for Kama Billiard, but it's too high. Free kick to Simba Bhora. Awarded by Brighton Chimene. Carlos Mavurume to take it for Simba Bhora. So, both teams here losing one match each, identical defeats, 1-0 defeats. Simba Bhora losing here to Dynamos by a goal to nil. And Scotland also losing here, a penalty by Ngezi Platinum. From there, they haven't lost any other match. Good ball inside the box, well dealt with by Scotland. Sona makes you up, but Bisto fighting hard. Good play by Bisto. Captain to Ziwocha. Back to captain Kangadzi. Mudadi. So this is Junior Makunike. Takes his man for dead. Mudadi now. Why passing there, Mudadi? Joseph. Wasn't there clear chance for him to take a cricket goal? But looks like the referee's flag is up.
Yeah, I thought Donald Mudadi was going to take a cricket goal. I don't know why he wanted to pass. Maybe he felt he was not well poised for that, to take a shot. But I thought Donald Mudadi was good on goal to take a shot himself instead of passing on the responsibility to Gurira, who was not expecting that ball at that minute.
And you see, there is the chance for Mudadi. So, you see here, Simba Bhora are claiming for a corner kick there. But Issa Gurabi was caught offside. But why Simba Bhora complaining? They're saying Gurab was not actively involved in that ball which was played by Donald Mudadi. But it was targeted for him.
Yeah, yes.
So I'm sure that's the correct call from the officials there.
Yes, but Donald Mudadi wanted to find Gurab,
who was in an offside position. And remember, offside is judged the moment it is released from the passing player.
Yes. Not when you receive it.
Not when receiving it exactly. So the match official here, Brighton Chimene, has blown to end the first half. An exciting first half here that has produced no goals here at Rufaro Stadium, the ceremonial home of football. So we go to the breather with the two teams deadlocked at 0-0. Joseph, your half-time analysis.
I think the first half hasn't been one short of action. I think the two teams came in attacking. We are witnessing an open game between the two teams here. Scotland, who are the home team, showed early signs of attacking in the first half. First 10 minutes of the first half, and then Simba Bhora managed to contain them, and now Simba Bhora have also a loud say in this game. They've come back, they contain the threat, they have created their own chances. Of course, Simba Bhora have been attacking in phases, but Scotland have done well. They've tried to spring at few touches, few attacks, but still remains goalless. Scotland have created more chances than Simba Bhora.
And now we prepared for a halftime analysis pitch side with CNN Charles Mabiga. We have also Becky Mpilonyoni, Coach Bex, and Chief Justice Majavi. Are they ready yet? Let's wait and see. Yes, they should be ready. And we are now crossing over for the halftime analysis. Join us for the second half. Thank you very much.
Halftime then, Trikuno Gumbiles at Rufaro Stadium, the ceremonial home of football, and a very exciting 45 minutes, 0-0. Evenly balanced, I'm sure you'll agree, although Chinuchedu have had more cracks at goal. And remember, Scotland usually punish teams who do not score. We saw that against the Rentals. We saw that against Dynamos. And I don't know whether Simba Bhora might live to regret all these missed chances. But like I said, 50-50, although Simba Bhora having more cracks at goal. Yes, halftime, and still here with me, Coach Bex Bekimpilonyoni and Chief Justice Majavi. And we will be giving you an update of the halftime scores on the 3 other matches and one other special match that we are having for you. But first, let's find out from Chief Justice your reflections of the first 45.
First 45, I think it started very well with both ends trying to get an early goal. They wanted to just tactically, they wanted to unsettle each other, but later at the stage of the game, I think Simba Bhora dominated. They got so many chances, 2 clear chances from Gurirab. He could have buried, but I think they are doing so well. In midfield, there's Blessing, who's dominant. Blessing, Mudadi. Also, there is Meke, who's coming well on the left side of Simba Bhora. They are using with more feet on the left side, and they've been trying to get into the third, creating more chances. They tried to neutralize the midfield for Scotland. But I think it's so far so good and for Simba Bhora.
And yes, you must have noticed Madimbare, Nemagebekepe. You guessed who they are supporting. You know who they are supporting. Right, Coach Bex, your own reflections of the first 45.
First 45 minutes, I think I can say the first 15 minutes, Scotland has been dominating, showing that they really wanted to be getting a goal. Then Simba Bhora later on took control of the game and they created chances which I thought they should have at least put 1 or 2 among the chances they created, but that couldn't happen. But I think we need to give kudos to the to the central defense of Jaffa and Mauchi for Simba Bhora. They've done very, very well. And Blessing Moyo in midfield, Meke as well as Makunike. Those three have done extremely well in midfield and managed to outplay their opponents so far. But I think the lack of finishing up front, especially Gururap, I think we're expecting more from him since he's the top goal scorer. But he hasn't utilized the chances. But as for Scotland, definitely in midfield, they are struggling. And I think Manenji, to me, is their weakest link. Almost every ball which he gets, he loses possession, he puts stray passes. And also, their right back, he tends to be going in a lot. As a result, the space which has been created by Simba Bhora. At one time, I even saw the coach indicating to say, hey, right back, go back and be flat so that at least we close.
Right, as you can hear from these two experts, Simba Bhora shading it, they just shading it because they've had more cracks at goal. And once again, I'll say it, they must beware. They must beware. If you dominate Mavira, you must score. I can let you know that at Emagumeni, that's Battlefield Stadium, it's Highlanders 1, FC Platinum 1. At Bata Stadium, the Gold Boys, Kwekwe United 1, the Gamecocks, Chicken Inn 0. At Gibbo Stadium, the Sugar Boys, Triangle United 1, Dynamos, Dinamo Dimbare 0. And I can tell you there is another special match of national importance. Our own girl child under 20 is involved in Rwanda for the under 20 World Cup qualifier. The first leg being played in Rwanda. It's Rwanda 1, Zimbabwe 1. We had to come back from 1-0 down. The return leg will be played on the 14th of June. And we will play in Rwanda again because our National Sports Stadium not yet ready. I can also tell you that ZIFA President Ngobile Magwizi is here watching the game, as is former Leicester, former Liverpool and former England forward Emil Heskey enjoying this exciting game. Remember, Coach Bex had it 1-0 as a focus for Mavira and Chief Justice draw. 1-1 draw. 1-1 draw. I have it, balance Azinu. Simba Bhora to win 1-0. Right, Chief Justice. I'll give you the head of Dubai, Joel Lupatla. What do you think he needs to tell his guys now? They have had more cracks at goal, especially the Namibian Isaka Gurirab. And what does he do now?
I think so far so good for them. There's nothing much to change. If I'm Dubai, what he only needs to work on is the finishing. Gurirab has got some chances, but you have to utilize the chances. Let's bury them and let's get goals. Otherwise everything is okay. They are superb at the back. They are superb in midfield where they are more dominant. So it's important for the team. And their goalkeeper wasn't much of a easier. He wasn't much of a busy person this afternoon, especially this first half. So we would say the defense and midfield, they are okay. So let's push forward. Let's get more into the attack. Let's be hungry. He needs to be hungry. He needs to utilize shooting. The shots are too weak. They need to bury these chances. Otherwise, it's gonna turn around. I think not so much pressure from the whole team. I could say they are dominant. They are doing their thing. They are playing. They are pushing the ball next to them, which is more faster going into the third. Only let down by the finishing, which I think they need to work on that. So I don't know if he has got another better option. Maybe he would try by all means. But I see Gururab just needs to be precise. He just needs to be precise. Otherwise, he's been scoring goals before. He can just score goals anytime. So you just need to work hard, put more effort, make sure, get to the chance, get it and bury it.
Right. Yes, you remember that what Chief is saying. Well, I hope Dubai, Joel Lupatla, does get that. Now I'll get Coach Bex and give him the hat or the cap of Stanza Tonderai Ndiraya. This team has had fewer cracks at goal. What does he do in the second half? Coach Bex talked about Manenji not doing so well in midfield. Do we need to see maybe? Do you think if you were Stanza, you'd be thinking of pulling out Manenji now?
Yes, definitely. I'll pull out Manenji now and put. I'll either put Saidi to make sure he cleans up in the midfield, because he is a very good midfielder. Because in midfield, that's where they are struggling, and try to make sure that also the right midfielder Kawe, he should try to close for the right back, and the right back be on the line with the other, so that there is 4 defenders, and they close that avenue which has been used by the opponents, who are Simba Bhora.
Yes, I mean, this game, very, very exciting. This game, exciting. If you didn't know, kuti madimbare, ne makepe, varu supporta ipi. Miraone, one yachi paino goesa, ndopa, kana usiri kuziya zvandokuta, if you don't know what I'm talking about, utaona one yachi paino goesa, madimbare ne makepe, they'll rise up in unison. Just to remind you, both these teams are playing today, are both on 19 points, and the leaders, Moz, are on 23. So if either of them wins, they'll still be 1 point short of Moz. And just digressing a bit, digressing Chief Justice. I mean, yesterday, Tel 1 had it all. 2-0, 2-1. They missed a penalty. They could have made it 3-1. We could have seen the first defeat of Moz, but it didn't happen. Listen, Moz are just doing it day by day.
Yeah, they are in a mode, of a championship material. They want to win this thing, so they try by all means. On their best days, they win it. When they are not good enough for the day, actually they are getting a draw. So I think they are pushing very well towards their main objective, which is to win the league. They've been dominant. They've been on top. And if you see, playing against Tel 1 is not an easy game. Yeah, we anticipated something like that, and we probably thought Tel 1 is the one who's going to give them first defeat. But they fought back and drew the match, which is a very vital point for them. And I think they're in the right direction so far. And as Samaita, I think he has done so well. We know him. We know what he is good at. But I think he has done something good, and he's bringing in some good football there in Norton. And Moz a threat, all the other teams, they are looking at that. They are a very big threat, and that was a tester for them. And if you can pass teams like Tel 1, I think they have to talk about something good. Yeah.
That's right. Okay. What do you think will happen in the second half? Well, your guess is as good as ours here, but very exciting. But Simba Bhora have had more cracks at goal. Do they spoil these chances again, or do they live to regret this? Well, let's wait and find out, because right now we are going back to the commentary box to rejoin Ginola, William Tingwa, sitting alongside Joseph Nkani. 0-0. Let's find out what the second half will hold. We'll be talking to you at the end of the 90.
Welcome back to the second half. If you have just joined us here, this is Simba Bhora blessing Captain Moyo in your picture. And it's 0-0 here at Rufaro Stadium. And this is the second Sunday of May. And every year on such a Sunday is a significant global occasion which we honor the mothers and the maternal figures in our lives. Happy Mother's Day to you all, as Brighton Chimene preparing to get us underway in the second half here. And let not just me give you the rundown of the scores from other centers here. At Babafield Zamagumeni, it's Highlanders 1, FC Platinum 1. Triangle leading Dynamos by 1 goal to 0 at Gibo. And listen to this. Kweke United 2, Chicken Inn 0. And away we go at Rufaro Stadium. Scotland in possession now. This is Kelvin Moyo and Joseph. Dynamo's trailing again at Gibbo.
Dynamos trailing again at Gibbo. I think Dynamos are going through a difficult time. I think the glamour in Dynamos is faded. And one of the problems that I think they have is they don't have a gunslinger up front. Dynamos are playing but not scoring goals. Dynamos are starved of goals up front. Do they have a Gifting Pariwa of this day? Do they have a Moses Chunga of this day? Do they have a Evans Gwekwere of this day? Which is actually their biggest problem, that Dynamos doesn't score goals.
Exactly, Joseph. As you see there, Kama Billiard battling for possession, but this is not tender make on this near side for Simba Bhora. What can he do with it? Trying to shoot from afar, a way wide off target, way off target, Joseph.
He tried to lace the ball. Of course, the technique just let him down, but I think the idea that he wanted to execute there was to let go of a shot on the laces. And as you see there, he created his own space. He let go of a shot, but it just killed far wide on the far wide of goal there, not threatening the Scotland goalkeeper, Nelson Chachka. But otherwise, good idea, but just the execution that didn't come through.
Exactly, the execution here did all wrong. This is now Peter Mdua. He was trying to look for Manenji, but not quite. This is Tinotenda Meke on the near side versus Murwira. Can he get past him? Still to find his way past Murwira. Finds Blessing Moore, the captain. Crossfield there to Kangadzi. Junior Makunike. Nice work by Makunike. And his cross looking for Gurab there. Was carrying a bit too much weight there, Joseph.
Yeah, I think Gurab didn't latch on to that ball because the cross had weight, he had venom, he had power. But otherwise, good idea there by Junior Makunike. And look at Meke trying to weave his way past, but give it to God knows Murwira, who delayed him. He stopped him from progressing any further, and then he was forced to come back and lay it on for a teammate. But otherwise, these are warning shots again for Scotland to say Simba Bhora can come at you in a flash and then get that one goal that can actually be decisive. And it's actually an open game that we are seeing today. Simba Bhora are giving as much as they are getting. And as an away team, I think Simba Bhora have done very well. And even the crowd is actually invited into play. The crowd is invited into song and dance whenever Simba Bhora are on the final third and doing their thing.
This is Carlos Mahurume back to Webster Tafa. Looking for Ishane Sumauchi. Captain Blessing Moyo. Long ball forward there looking for Ziwocha, but not quite. Vasile Kawe. There is Kawe now. Change his boots at halftime. Kama Billiard is brought down. Free kick to Scotland. And I can tell you that Mason Mshoro opened the scoring for Highlanders. And Divine Minira, former Highlanders player, equalizing for FC Platinum. There is Kama Billiard. This is how he was followed there inside the box by Carlos Mavurume.
Yeah, Kama Billiard being impeded from behind there. They know, I think they spoke about it to say don't give Kama Billiard a chance. Don't allow him to control and have space and do whatever he wants. So make sure he doesn't play the first ball. As we see there, a shot being taken by Scotland. It was miscued going away for a goal kick. But you could see the intent that he created himself some space and let go of a shot which went horribly wrong there for Albert Manenji.
Yeah, that was Albert Manenji with a hurried shot there from afar. You need to respect this William Tole, the Malawian goalkeeper, throwing to Simba Bhora on the far side. Roland Kangazi behind it. Quick throw, looking for Junior Makunike. There is Junior Makunike. Blessing Moyo. Chance for Mudadi, but Chachga is alert. That's Gurirab and Chachga in a picture. Isaka Gurirab. Rolled to Peter Mdua. Looking for Kama Billiard. Nice touch. Back to Bochwe. Mdua. Kawe. Back to Mdua. Oh, he was looking for Bachope. But Mauche. Kangazi. Mudadi in possession. Good ball to Bisto. Carlos Mavurume. Tinotenda Meke. Back to Mavurume. He was looking for Meke, but Murwira does well. Bisto. Poor control. What a ball by Msona. Looking for Billiard. Nice touch by him. Yes, Webster Tafa. But this is a Botchway. Come a Billiard. Botchway. Manenji. Turns. Trying to look for Billiard, but no. Turns the other way. Ronald Fumbizai. Cross inside the box looking for Machope. But it was too high, and William Tole allows it to roll for a goal kick to Simba Bhora. There is Kelvin Moyene picture. Been combining very well with Peter Mduwen, the heart of defense, Scotland defense there. Joseph William Tole with a goal kick now. Still 0-0, 51 minutes gone.
And one thing to note there, he hasn't been bothered by Scotland. He's been well protected by his defense. I think Joel Parker did very well. He did his homework there to see how he can contain Scotland. Because Scotland have been trying to come at them, exchanging a number of passes, but they haven't literally breached the Simba Bhora defense.
Vasile Kawe. Too much weight on his cross. Goal kick to William Tole of Simba Bhora, the Malawian goalkeeper. There is Vasile Kawe, who missed the last game against Dynamo through injury. And today, Scotland are also missing Gareth Madake, who was injured in the last game. Wotam Sona. Bisto heads it away. Composure there from Mudua. Bisto. Junior Makunike. Kangazi. Manenji now. Good play by Scotland. Looking for Machope. Mauchi is there. Pushed inside the box. Yes, foul. That was Webster Tafa, was pushed by Machope. There is good sportsmanship there. Machope coming back to. And going down is Mauchi.
No, it's actually Webster Tafa who was brought down.
Yeah, but
Mauchi
Mauchi
went onto the scene and set on the ground to draw attention for medical, for him to receive some medical care there.
As you can see, the two medics there rushing into the field of play to attend to their star defender Ishane Sumauchi. The two medics, Nadu Mutefuro, and the team director Tendai Kamurio. There is the foul again on Webster Tafa by Timon Machope. And there is Mauchi.
Mauchi also watching the scene closely.
Yes.
But interestingly and curiously, he then went on to the side and then sat down himself.
But he's up and about. Yeah. I'm sure there was something that happened off the ball incident. You can see Kawe is coming back to give him a handshake. Mudadi with Joe Dubai Lupasha. And Junior Makunike getting some instructions from Dubai. William Tole was also in the vicinity there, receiving some advice. There is Tino Tendameke, step overs. But Murwira stood firm. There is Kangazi. Some bit of skills here. Looking for Ziwocha. Kama Billiard.
Lovely 10.
Lovely 10 there. That was in the first half. Junior Makunike. Entertaining here to far and Kama Billiard. That touch. Mudadi. Meke. Mavurume. Back to Webster Tafa. Junior Makunike beats his marker. Beats another one. Outstanding Makunike. Looking for Meke. Or confusion there, Meke and Mande. Chance from Daddy. Ooh. Joe, I can't believe this technique by Donald Daddy. Not complimenting his efforts. He has been doing all the dirty work in midfield there. But this kind of shooting, unacceptable.
I think he was caught in two minds. To take a crack at goal or to chip for someone to finish. I think being indecisive cost him there. But otherwise, he had created his own space and had reason to go for goal, but the execution was poor.
Manenji there penalized for pulling Tinotenda Meke. There is Manenji. Shed pulling there. See, he was pulling Tinotenda Meke, and the referee was quite right to award a free kick to Simba Bhora. Mavurume Carlos robbed the ball back. Kama Billiard. No foul from the referee. Donald Mdadi. Oh, Manenji. Kama Billiard. Poor ball there. But Billiard is fighting hard, but Tinotenda Meke comes tops. Mdadi. Bisto. Tafa. Isane Sumauchi. Roland Kanganzi. Ziwocha. Junior Makunike. Who is he looking for inside the box? Murwira does well. Albert Manenji. Can he keep it in control? Issa Girab trekking back here. Throw into Scotland.
Simba Bhora preparing a change.
Yes, they are preparing a change in its Trevor Mavunga.
And it's Mauchi who's coming off.
Yeah,
and I think that incident that we spoke about, Willie.
Yes, and he's down, currently he's down
yeah,
again.
So definitely an injury-inspired substitution there. Unfortunately for Mauchi, the national team player who is in some spot of bother and feeling some discomfort, having to walk off the field, a very unpleasant sight to see here. And he's looking dejected. He would have loved to continue with play, but unfortunately on medical grounds, he has to make way for Mavunga, who's going to come in and take up his place.
And that's bad news for Joe Dubailu Pasha. There is Ishane Sumauchi taking a long walk to the bench. Something wrong with him. Is it a muscle strain? And God knows Murira behind the throw in for Simba Bhora, for Scotland. And Trevor Mavunga takes Mauchi's place. Kama Billiard back to Murira. Looking for Machope. Good control. Is looking for Kawe. Good cross inside the box. Well defended by Scotland. Kama Billiard. Back to Billiard. Wotamsona. Fumbizai. Oh, poor cross there by Ronald Fumbizai. Ronald Fumbizai is known for his iconic celebration in the Democratic Republic of Congo after a ferocious shot that gave Zimbabwe the lead on that night.
He's got a sweet left foot shot in him. And of course, in that instance, he did give the ball enough rep so that he could curl backward in for someone to finish. But unfortunately, in that case, he got his boot wrong to send in a cross. He tried to send in a cross, which went horribly wrong, off target.
Roland Kangadzi now. Looking for Ziwocha. Mafunga, first touch. Chiwocha. Gurra Bisaka. Mafunga. Trevor. Bisto. Bisto and Mafunga. Confirmation of that substitution. Trevor Mafunga in for Ishane Sumauchi. So what it means is Mafunga, Trevor has taken the position of Bisto, and Bisto is back in the heart of the defense. Rolled on the ball by Machope, but finds the wrong man. Cleared him vertically by Webster Tafa into the stands. Throw into Scotland. Another substitution happening here. Let's find out.
They're bringing in Sebe. Scotland want to bring in Sebe.
But they've been told to hold on.
Yeah, I think they want to pull out Albert Manenji.
Yes. Oh. According to the fourth official here, he indicated to the referee that you can carry on with the game. They are not ready. That is Scotland. Kamabili are dressing for it. Keeps it alive. Feigns a cross. That ball to Murwira was not good from Kamabiliad. Throw into Carlos Mavurume.
I think Scotland also want to bring in Mreremba.
Yes.
Mreremba and Sebe, who are being prepared to come on.
Yes, Tokosi Sebe and Kingsley Mreremba getting ready to come on out of your picture. God knows Murira on a foul on Tinotenda Meke. And the referee is stamping his authority here, making sure that nothing serious has happened to him. And finally the substitution will happen. Albert Manenji will call it a day for Scotland. And Thokozisa Musebe and Joe. Thokozisa Musebe is the reason why Scotland got away with a point at Amagumeni. His header clinical into the far post, which was the last touch of the day on that match, drawing 1-1 with the Highlanders. And you see Kingsley Murerembe replacing Vasile Kawe.
Vasile Kawe being pulled out, yes. Thokozisa Musebe, yes, of course. He's one fine talent that we have in the local game. He's very creative, and I also like his attitude. That at times he's very daring. He's confident on the ball, and he wants to play his way.
Yes, Thokozisa Musebe, another national team trialist, Trevor Mafunga. What a ball there. He was looking for Isaka Guravu, but to the wrong man. Scotland must be careful here. Finally out of danger. Good defensive header there by Tafa. Confusion there. Mudadi, chest control. Tinotenda Meke. Foul there, Tinotenda Meke. Free kick to Simba Bhora. 35 or so meters away from Nelson Charge's goal.
Yeah, I think Thokozisa Musebe went in there. I think it was a block, yes. Maybe a bit of an elbow here and there. Look at the...
yes.
There's a try to exchange passes. Musebe there. Yeah.
That was Thokozisa Musebe's first involvement. That is giving away a free kick to Scotland, to Simba Bhora. My apologies. And Blessing Moyo Bisto is behind it. He's always behind every set piece. And there's Nelson Charge organizing his two-man wall there and his defense to stay in line. Let's see what Bisto will do here. Headed away by Scotland. Kama Billiards going up higher than Bisto. Musebe going solo. That should be a penalty. And a dive, and the referee is going to give a yellow card to Kingsley Mureremba. When everybody thought it was a penalty, it's actually a yellow card for diving. Simulation. Joseph, I would love to see the replay again. There is the Simba Bhora FC players agreeing with the referee. But Kingsley Mureremba looks to be injured. But Bradley Chimene was close to the action. And the medical staff has been called upon to attend to the man who has just been introduced, the Kingsley Mureremba.
And if you look at the time that the referee took to blow his whistle and make a decision that he's putting out.
There it is.
Walton was running into space.
Oh, that's a dive. That's a dive, Joseph. Look at it again. Yes, the boot was coming, but he was not caught. He was not caught.
And the referee was actually decisive. It was very immediate. Look at him there. The referee had actually decision to say this is a dive, and he has actually pulled out his yellow card from the back pocket. So we wait to see there if the injury, well, if the supposed injury is something, anything serious. But look, you need also to understand the psychology behind the game. To say players can also be clever. Players can also try to sell. There's definitely a yellow card there.
Yes.
Yeah.
God knows, Murugura can't believe it. But the way referee Bertrand Chimene reacted there, he was so sure.
And instant.
Instant, exactly.
Yeah. And
he
what
took
is
his
key
time.
is the player had not actually gone into the box. In case people
There it
think,
is.
look at the contact, it's in the arc. I mean, the attempted contact is in the
Yes.
arc. Definitely not in the box. If there's any argument for a penalty, is hereby dismissed.
Exactly, Joseph. Even if we had the VAR, you could see there that the Simba Bhora FC player there completely missed the ball and missed the man as well. But Kingsley Mureremba was expecting contact and he went down tumbling on the floor into the box. But was there any contact? It would have happened outside the box. And if there was VAR,
Yes.
it was going to be outside the box, no penalty, no free kick, because VAR will not intervene when it's a free kick. They will only intervene if the foul takes inside the box.
So if there's going to be any further discussion around that incident, we need to look at the contact itself. Was there contact? No contact. Was it in the box? Definitely outside the box.
Mureremba, Musebe, Mudua. Referee stops play because there's a Simba Bhora player lying down injured there. And he's having about, it should be Donald Mdadi. Let me confirm.
Yes, it's Donald Mdadi.
Mdua. Looking for Machope. Kangadzi brought down by Machope. Free kick to Simba Bhora. There is Ronald Kangadzi in your picture. In agony, the jersey number 18. 65.5 minutes played here, Joseph Edrufaro.
But we're seeing good entertaining football in the first half, and even in the first part of the early parts of the second half. Right now, we are seeing more disturbances of the game from flowing because of these other antics that we are seeing there. Player down, and maybe having to stop the game for some players to be attended to. But first half was free flowing. That's why we didn't have many minutes of stoppage time in the first half. But in the second half, right now, I think there's now a subplot to the game where there are too many disruptions to the flow of football.
Donald Mdadi looking for Tinote Ndameke. Inside the box. Good defensive block there by Peter Mdua. Blessing Moyo. Mdadi. Hooked out of danger by Bochwe. Msebe. Under control. Back to Msebe. Lucky bounce back to him. Machope. Cricket go. Did the goalkeeper have a touch there?
No,
Goal kick. Goal kick from the referee. But Scotland are not agreeing, and the substitution is imminent here. Isaka Gurab makes way for Never Tigere. And Never Tigere is the man who has seen it all. Played for quite a number of teams, played the CAF Champions League with SC Platinum, scored a scotch of a free kick at Butter Stadium when they played Quaker United. Part of the crowd here, obviously in blue, supporting Scotland.
Yes, supporting Scotland. And we're seeing now Never Tigere coming in. He's one player with a good left shot. If ever Simba Bhora are going to get a free kick in a promising position, you are guaranteed that is going to be Never Tigere who's going to want to take it. And he's definitely going to give us something out of it. So a substitution there, an offensive substitution by Coach Joel Lupata, bringing Never Tigere, who's got a good left shot out of him. So we wait to see in the remaining minutes, about less than half an hour to go.
Exactly, as you see, a short while ago there, referee Bredon Chimene getting some order there, being sorted on that go area. I'm not sure. Were there some missiles thrown in? I'm not quite sure. I didn't pick it. But no harm to this man, William Tole. In goals for Simba Bhora. Dispatching a long goal kick over the center circle, but out of play for a touch throw into Watamson, who quickly takes it. Mremba Kingsley. Kama Billiard. Stu Kama. And Bisto away. Head away by Murwira. Looking for Muremba. Former Caps United. To his former captain, Goda Noz Murwira. They were both at Caps United last season. Machope beaten to it by Blessing Moyo. Somebody again is injured. That is Tinote Ndameke.
Man down.
There he is in your picture. Formerly of Green Fuel. Made that switch to Simba Bhora. And the medical staff is attending to him, and the referee is ordering the medical team to take Tinote Ndameke outside the field of play. Do your treatments outside the field of play. This is not a serious injury. This is not a head injury. Good officiating by Brighton Chimene.
Yeah, he's asking the medical team to go and attend to him outside the field of play and allow action to continue. As we see the substitution there.
Yes, confirmation there. That was Never Tigere coming in for Gurirab. And Michael Tapera is getting ready to come in for Scotland. Is he going to replace Timon Machope? Or is he going to be one the winger?
It's Timon Machope who's been pulled out.
Yes, Timon Machope, the lone striker, they have been replaced by energetic and hard-running Michael Tapera. So, Timon Machope, their leading goal scorer for Scotland FC, calls it a day today. He has never been given breathing space by Webster Tafa Ishemauche. Now it's Blessing Moyo. There is the Scotland bench, Tonjara Ndiraya, the head of the technical team there. Are we going to have any goals here, Joseph?
Yeah, well, it seems the two teams are not breaching the goal line on either side of the field. But Scotland have been threatening. But at the same time, also Simba Bhora have been throwing as much as they are getting. But I think this goal, if we are to get a goal in this match, we may probably get one more. Because the two teams are attacking. So if one team were to concede, I don't see them letting it go away without a fight. They may also want to get their own. Possibly, if we are going to get a goal, they may end up getting double.
And first involvement of Michael Taperes to get a throw in, which is going to be taken by God knows Murwira. That's security for you, the marshals, doing their job here, protecting Murwira and the near side assistant referee, Wirimai Muroiwa. Back to Murwira. Can he whip in across? No, he can't. Back to Msebe. Inside the box there. Up is Kama Billiard. Well done by Tapera. But Simba Bhora clears it over the center circle. Nelson Chachka behind it. Kelvin Moyo. Looking for Peter Mdua. Headed away by Carlos Mavurume. Kingsley Mureremba. Losing possession. Mdadi, sorry. Kama Billiard recovers it. Bochwell. And Donald Mdadi again. Zizu. Headed away. Mdadi. Ziwocha. Good play there, but Sirotinda Mega couldn't keep it alive. And Joseph, I wanted to ask something. What is it with fixtures around the globe? High-profile fixtures almost everywhere. Here in Zimbabwe, second versus third here, Scotland taking on Simba Bhora. Down south yesterday, we had the Soweto Derby, Kaizer Chiefs taking on Orlando Pirates. Yes. Today in La Liga is the El Clasico, Barcelona taking on Real Madrid at 4:45. 5:30, Liverpool versus Arsenal.
Well, it's the football goals that determine these things. It can be a coincidence at times where you get a glut of games that are high-ticket matches, which are all attractive. But in this case, of course, yes, second and third teams battling it out. But sadly, we haven't seen a goal here at Rufaro Stadium between Scotland and Simba Bhora. But of course, you rightly pointed out, this has been a week of big fixtures. I don't know how we can call this one here. Is it our El Clasico in Zimbabwe or El Manico encounter between Scotland and Simba Bhora, who are both money bags?
And we also have another high-profile match at Amagumeni. Highlanders taking on FC Platinum. And after the last we heard, it was 1-1. Corner kick to Scotland. This should be only the second corner kick for Scotland.
And another thing, Willie, in the local game, we've also been starved of goals. You know, if you look at the goals tally that we are witnessing in the local league, I think we can do with more goals. We can do with more strikers who are sharpshooters, who know what they can do when they are in the box, who can smell the goalpost. As we see here, Simba Bhora making their own changes as well, waiting for an opportunity to bring in 3 players. I see Masina being prepared. There's Mkumbura also coming in.
And the corner kick comes in.
Derek is also being prepared to come on by Simba Bhora.
And Joseph, as a triple substitution is being prepared here by Simba Bhora, that is Blessed Ndereki. And number 26 is Carlos Mukumbira. And number 24 is Harrison Masina. And listen to this, Joseph.
Yeah.
Kylian Mbappe has scored a brace away to Barcelona. It's Barcelona new, Real Madrid 2. 14 minutes played there.
Well, that will be sad news for Barca fans like me. And I know you are Real Madrid. You are definitely enjoying that state of affairs. As we see the substitution here.
Emmanuel Ziwocha, we'll call it a day. Tinotenda Meke, we'll call it a day. Who is the third substitute here? Who is the third man to be substituted by Simba Bhora? That makes them 4 substitutes. So, Joe Lupasha, Donald Mdadi of all candidates. Can you believe it?
I thought he was doing well in the middle of the park, unless maybe if he's tired. But I thought his industry was working well for Simba Bhora. Donald Mdadi, I think he doesn't walk away out of this game disappointed. He did very well for his team, and he was very industrial very combative in the middle of the park on behalf of Simba Bhora. Of course, he has been pulled out.
And Dynamo's trailing by 2 goals to nil at Gibbo. Dynamo's 2-0 down at Gibbo. Triangle leading 2-0. And Chicken Inn has pulled back 2 goals against Kwekwe. It's now Kwekwe 2, Chicken Inn 2, Triangle 2, Dynamo's nil, and it's still 1-1 at Babafield, and still 0-0 here. Joseph, is this pointing out that we are going to have so many draws again? Yesterday, the whole fixture, it was stalemates.
5 games that we witnessed yesterday in Zimbabwe, which gave us draws. And just to point out that if Dynamos are 2-0 down now, it also plays into their mind to say, how are they going to pick themselves up? Because if you look at their game last week, they lost 1-0 to Scotland, and which is actually a difficult time. So the Blues of Harare are singing blues.
And good news for you, Joseph. Eric Garcia has pulled 1 back for Barcelona.
Well, we wait to see how that game pans out. But here at Rufaro still remains goalless with about 14 minutes to go.
Yes, 76 minutes by a watch. That means 14 minutes to go here. And it's still 0-0. There's Godnose Mrira behind the set piece. We haven't seen set pieces being capitalized here in Zimbabwe in our local Premier League here. Calvin Moyo, Godnose Mrira, who is going to take it. Is he going to be a left foot or right foot there? Fourth official, Pride Benura. Taken shot. Peter Mdua. Lost it forward, but that is for the goalkeeper, William Tole, who doesn't waste time. And Simba Bhora player, they couldn't keep it in play. That should be never to get it on that far side.
I like the idea to spring a counter. The idea was good, but I think it's the execution and the timing of Never Tigere's run on the far side. Otherwise, it would have been something that we would have enjoyed to look at when Simba Bhora spring a counter attack. Because Scotland they committed men up front in anticipation of a good delivery in that set piece.
And there's Webster Tafa, Carlos Mavurume, looking for the new man who was introduced there. That is Carlos Makumbira. Free kick to Scotland. Simba Bhora doesn't agree at all. God knows Murida behind it. Back to Mdua. Calvin Moyo. Ronald Fumbidzai. Peter Mdua. Kingsley Mureremba. Calvin Moyo. Mdua makes sure. Confirmation of those substitutions which have happened. Harrison Masina for Donald Mudadi. Blessed Ndereka for Tafazwa Ziocha, which is Emmanuel Ziocha. That's his second name there. Headed away by Scotland. Kama Billiard. Fouled there according to the referee Brighton Chimene. Sure, he was headed on his back there. Need to watch the replay if it is available. Yes, there is Kama Billiard up with Blessing Moyo. I think it was an elbow.
Blessing Moyo's elbow. Yes. Yeah. Blessing Moyo's elbow was directly behind Kama Billiard's head, and Billiard came out the west.
So this afternoon, only Dynamos losing, and Chicken Inn has taken the lead against Quaker United. It's now Quaker United 2, Chicken Inn 3. That shot from outside the box, I think it took a deflection on its way, reducing the amount of venom that was thrown in by Kingsley Mremba, just number 55. Roland Kangadzi. Looking for the new man. Calvin Moyo. Ronald Fumbidzai. Kama Billiard has broken loose here. Head up Msebe! Off the bar! Tapera! Michael Tapera! The substitute has broken the deadlock here. 10 minutes to go. Scotland 1. Simba Bhora nil. Joseph, that header by Msebe off the post. Simba Bhora couldn't clear. 4 to the left boot of Michael Tapera. Full-blooded shot. No chance for the goalkeeper, William Tolle.
William Tolle could not do anything but retrieve that ball from the net. It was a well-worked out goal by Scotland. The first ball, which hit the post, was probably a half goal. As you see, come a billiard with a flick, and then it was headed onto the post. Then Tapera picked up his spot. He picked up a shot, which goalkeeper could not do anything. That ball that hit the post confused everyone, and of course they tried to play it out, but the scoring was emphatic. So Scotland in the lead, courtesy of Tapera shot, which may prove to be decisive in this game.
Webster Tafa falling down there, couldn't clear that ball that carried off the upright post there, the right hand upright post there of William Tolle. That header by Msebe, and we were talking about his header against the Highlanders that gave them the precious point at Amagumeni, and now it's Scotland 1, Simba Bhora nil, with about 90 minutes to go. Plus whatever Brother Jimenez is going to end, there is the Scotland fans singing in jubilation.
Tapera proving to be a super substitute. That's what you need from a substitute. When a player is brought on, you expect them to bring in the changes and influence the outcome and the flow of the game. And Tapera doing that, picking up the super sub tag for this game this afternoon so far, unless another goal comes from either side. But Tapera doing himself a world of good by coming in and scoring a goal, which was well taken.
Well taken left foot shot there by Michael Tapera. The man was introduced moments ago. And bad news for you Manchester United fans. Your team is trailing by 2-0 at home against West Ham United. Of all teams, Joseph.
Well, Man United singing the blues. And I think also Man United, have made their statement known that they want to focus on the Europa League trophy, which they are in the finals and facing Tottenham Hotspur. But again, hey, that looks like a serious injury.
Yes, Kingsley Mrembe, I saw him going down on the deck. I'm not sure if there was an off-the-ball incident, was he pushed, but it was in full view of the referee. Yeah. I'm sure the referee has seen what happened there. He's explaining to Wotam Sona, the captain. I'm sure Wotam Sona is complaining that Simba Bhora pushed the player off the ball incident there, but the referee said, I had it all under my eyes. Simba Bhora looking for the elusive equalizer. Inside the box there. Missed by Mureremba. Taken by Michael Tapera. He can run with it. 3 versus 2. What a hit! What a hit! What a hit here by Michael Tapera!
Where did that goal come from, Willie? That small frame of body taking that ferocious shot.
I can't believe it. I can't believe it. What a hit by Michael Tapera. That is a speculative goal. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant, Joseph.
And look,
there is this celebration. I'm sure 83 minutes. Michael Tapera, 2 goals in 2 minutes. Michael Nice, are you watching? Michael Nice, are you watching?
And what a goal, Willie. He ran almost half the pitch. He had the ball under his control. He had 2 players attending to him, but he managed to evade their attention and he let go of it. Look at it. Midway his own half. He ran past his marker, ran past the center circle. He created space for himself and let go a shot that Simba Bhora goalkeeper William Tolle could not do anything about. Definitely a contender for goal of the season.
I thought I'd seen a better goal when Jason Junior Seremani scored here against Cape United, against Scotland. But this goal by Michael Tapera, I tell you, one of the best ever goals I've seen here at the ceremonial home of football, Rufaro Stadium. What a strike! What a strike! And I repeat, what a strike!
And I still wonder, Willie, where that shot came from. If you look at his frame, he's very short, he's stout, But he pegged a ferocious shot, which I still can't believe that that small frame of body could deliver that kind of a shot. Not only the shot, but the beauty of the goal.
Yes, picking the ball just outside his own half, his own box. That is the only penalty arc there. And he ran the full length of the pitch. And to come up with that speculative shot from outside the box, dipping volley. I can't believe my eyes here. What are we watching? Emile Hisk is watching. And I saw him celebrating from the stands. Twice off the post again. Simba Bhora almost pulling one back. Another speculative effort. And Kamabiriad is breaking loose here. Wotamsona finds Kingsley Muraremba. Back to Wale. Showboating. Kelvin Moyo. And that's Peter Mdua. Confirmation. Michael Tapera, 80 minutes and 83 minutes.
Sounds poetic, Willie. Michael Tapera, 80th minute, 83rd minute, and what a decisive play and impact that has come in with Michael Tapera. What a goal and what an influence. And after he scored, we could see a shot of his mother there, Pokelo, who enjoyed every minute, and we saw her clapping hands and in celebration of her son. As we see there, Junior Makunike shot that was parried onto the post there. A good attempt, end-to-end stuff here, Willie, in the dying minutes of the game.
Exactly. End-to-end stuff here at Rufaro. There's Kingsley Muraremba finding Michael Tapera, the double goal scorer here. Throwing to Carlos Mavrumo, Simba Bhora. Carlos Mukumbira brought down free kick to Simba Bhora.
Scotland are preparing a substitution. They want to bring in Saidi.
Yes, Emmanuel Saidi, a defensive midfielder. I'm sure they now want to protect what they have. Tendera Ndira is sensing danger because also Simba Bhora are not giving up.
Chigumira is also coming in. They're pulling out Walter Msona. So Said is coming in for Walter Msona.
There is confirmation. Walter Msona, the captain, calls it a day. And Emmanuel Saidi will come in. And Blessing Bisto Moyo running all the way to the bench to receive some instructions from Dubai. And Marvelous Gumira is preparing his paperwork. I'm sure there's something wrong with his paperwork. He has returned it to the coaches. There should be a mistake on that paper. I can see they're having a second look at it. They need to correct something. So for now, Marvelous Gumira, formerly of Highlanders, he cannot be introduced. So Blessing Moyo behind the free kick on the near side here. Taken by Blessing Moyo. Never Tigere. On that far side. Cross inside the box. Looking for Mukumbira. Cleared away by Scotland. Blessing Moyo makes sure. Never Tigere. Trying to come up with a speculative shot. Kamabiliad with Blessing Moyo. Skips away. Carlos Mavurume. Beats up back to Webster Tafa. Blessing Bisto Moyo. Doing very well for Simba Bhora. Crossfield pass inside the box. Peter Mdua comes, stops. Hood out of danger by Fumbizai. Play one side, the referee advantage when Junior Makuriko was brought down. Kangadzi turns his marker. Blocked there by Scotland.
And Willie, you know, Scotland have been playing with one man short because Woltamson had been pulled out, but Saidi hadn't been ushered into play. As we see another substitution there, Gumira coming in for Kamabiliad.
And Marvelous Gumira's paperwork has finally been done. Yeah, but Saidi is already on the pitch. So Marvelous Gumira making his first appearance. He has been appearing on that bench. So Kamabiliad played a blinder this afternoon. Pre-assist engineered that goal when he lobbed the ball inside the box, which was made by a firm header by Chokozze Msebe. A round of applause from the VIP arena here.
Yeah, indeed, Kamabila put in a good shift. And I think by Kamabila's book, of late, I think today he was working very hard. He was chasing every ball. He was getting engaged in all kinds of tussles. He was going even for high balls. So I think Kamabila has done his shift today and deservedly gets a rest. And I think the substitution that we see here from Scotland coach is he's trying to consolidate the game because he's taken away two of his creative attackers and hoping to seal the game.
Second corner kick of Simba Bhora taken, blocked away. And Joseph, this is 91 minutes you have played. Header over the bar. And the fourth official has indicated that 4 minutes of injury time will be played. So it's now up to Brighton Chimene to see if this game will end at exactly 94 minutes or will he add some more seconds or what. Nelson Charger taking his time to dispatch a goal kick here. Scotland 2, Simba Bhora 0. What a match we're witnessing here at Rufaro Stadium. Nelson Charger. And Lamine Yamal has equalized for Barcelona. Joseph, good news for you.
Good news. Okay, if it's a tie now, the El Clasico Barcelona and Real
And
Madrid.
Rafinha just scored again. It's 3-2 for Barcelona.
I'll have a party. But at Rufaro Stadium, Scotland will have a party as they head into their next game. Scotland next week are playing away to Manica Diamond, and Simba Bhora will be hosting Triangle. So Simba Bhora looking good ahead of their next fixture, and coach Joel Lupatla having to find something to lift up the spirits of his boys, who didn't play badly, by the way, Willie. Simba Bhora were not embarrassing.
And confirmation of that substitution, Marvelous Gumila coming in for Kalma Billiard, and Chicken Inn has scored their fourth goal at Butter Stadium. So it's Kwekwe United 2, Chicken Inn 4.
Kwekwe United are in troubled waters. Yeah. And I think also even Joel Mafero and Tostao Kwashi at Chicken Inn, that result will come in as good relief for them because they've been struggling to get good results. And considering that it's a team that also won the championship at some point, Chicken Inn, we are in unfamiliar territory at the moment. So a good result for them if they were to beat Kwekwe United.
And 93 minutes by our watch here, 1 minute to go. That is if Brighton Chimene decides to end it at 94 minutes. We have seen that 4 minutes has been added on. Blessing Moyo. Looking for Trevor Mavunga. Long ball there, but that should go for Nelson Charger. And he goes down to choose some more seconds here. There is Nelson Charger in your picture. It's now in play. Because remember, he's no longer allowed to touch it again. God knows Murwira. Good fighting there by Simba Bhora. Some confusion there. That was Harrison Masina. Head away by Webster Tafa. Kingsley Mureremba. Marvelous Gumira. To nobody there. And Roland Kangazi keeps it alive. Looking for Bisto. Blessing Moyo. Played for Maritzburg United. Played for Dynamos. Played for FC Platinum. And now captain of Simba Bhora. Chinuchedu down here and wrong pass by Mavurume. And the referee Brighton Chimene blows to end the match here at Rufaro. 94 minutes on this dot. Confirmation there. Michael Tapera's 80th and 83rd minute strikes, giving Scotland a deserved 2-0 scoreline. So it's Scotland Mavidawira 2, Simba Bhora Chinuchedu 0. And the match has come to a conclusion here. What a match we have witnessed here with two spectacular goals, especially the second one. And Michael Nice is here. He has witnessed everything there. MLA Hiskey, the Liverpool legend and former England international, was also here. Joseph, your summation of the match.
What a match, Willie. Whoever created this script for this game is a genius. We saw Scotland coming in off the blocks early in the first half, and then Simba Bhora contained them. And then in the second half, it was end-to-end stuff. And until the introduction of Tapera, look at him there, running and packing a shot, which goalkeeper could not do anything.
He never saw that one coming. Whoever scripted this game, you are a genius. A football gods are explaining this game as one of the games that we will witness and not forget in a long time. And in this case, Scotland registering their 4th home win and Simba Bhora losing their 2nd away loss. And at the same time, we want to acknowledge even the fans. There's Michael Nis there, who had a good game. I'm sure he saw a few ideas that he may want to look at closer, even beyond this match. But otherwise, a good game, open end-to-end stuff, a good game for the neutrals, and even the fans that came here, definitely they were not disappointed. A good game, Willie. But at the same time, Scotland cementing their dominance at the top. They maintain their position on number 2nd position, and Simba Bhora will maintain their 3rd place on the log.
And as you can see, this is what has happened here at Rufaro Stadium. Scotland 2, Simba Bhora nil. Michael Tapera with 2 goals in the last 10 minutes. And Simba Bhora there being consoled there by Scotland. Tokoza Msebe, Vasile Kawe in your picture there. Kama Billiard, Mavelati Gumira. Vasile Kawe again in your picture. So this match here means that Scotland are now 1 point behind Moss. And remember, these two teams were playing in the same Division 1 region, Northern Region Division 1 last season, when Scotland got the automatic qualification to play in the top flight, and Moss had to use their checkbook to buy the franchise of ZPC Wange to find their way, and now they are leading the pack like they did last season in the Northern Region Division 1, on to Fota at the last header. But now it's dog eat dog in the Premier League. It's the boys' game, the men's game. There is Michael Tapera, the hero of the day, with 2 goals, one with his left, the spectacular one with his right. And we are preparing to go to the pitch side for post-match interviews with the coaches. CNN Charles Mabiga should be ready at any time here. Let's wait and see as our team with Tinashe Manyoni preparing to have CNN ready with the coaches, the 2 coaches, that is the Tonderai Stanza Ndiraya and Joe Dubai Lopasha. And we cross over to the pitch side for the post-match interviews. It's bye for now.
What did I say? What did I say? If you play Scotland, you dominate them, and you don't score, they will punish you. That is what happened. Simba Bhora also learning their lesson. And I'm joined right now by a jubilant Mabviravira head coach, Tonderai Stanzandiraya. I must tell you, his voice is gone. He is gone. The voice is gone. So, just listen carefully. Coach Makorokoto, congratulations.
Thank you very much, CNN. Thank you very much, CNN.
Right, we can say, in the first half, the game seemed to be running away from you because they had more cracks at goal. What did you tell your guys at the interval?
Well, it's what we expected, CNN. We knew that they will be very strong in midfield. They've got very good midfielders. And we knew that we were going to struggle a bit in terms of containing their strengths. But I think we started off very well, but they then took control of the game because of their strong midfield. And then we then went to halftime, we came back, then we had to make some changes in that department. We then had to put in natural midfielders, Kingsley Mureremba, Mtokozi Simsebe, and we knew that was our plan B, and we knew if we do that, we are also going to neutralize them and control the midfield. That's what happened. And then I think it was a matter of time before we scored. We started creating opportunities. And then, of course, the introduction of Michael Tapera changed the complexion of the game. I mean, I'm speechless. I'm speechless. Yeah. So his 2 goals took us home today.
This Michael Tapera scoring a top contender for goal of the season. Remember, we've already seen one from Ashwin Karengesha of Ngezi Platinum, one from Jarrison Selemani from FC Platinum, and now from the men they call Gunners, Michael Tapera. And he's turning out to be a super sub, isn't he?
Super sub. He was like that at Manika Diamonds. Yeah, we knew that if you give him time, he'll get something for you. And he got something for the team today, and I'm happy for him, happy for the fans, happy for everyone. Yes.
Okay, Stanza, I'll let you regain your voice, have a few drinks. I'll join you for the drinks. Well done.
Thank you very much, Ian.
Right. Tony Ryan Diraya Stanza, hoping to get his voice back. And, well, what did I say? Now I'm joined by visibly disappointed Simba Bhora head coach. We called him Dubai. We still call him Dubai. Joel Lupatla. Dubai. Tough luck. But in the first half, you had so many chances and your guys threw it away. And in the second half, yes, you still were there, but everything seemed to fall apart. After the after you substituted an injured Ishe Mauchi.
Thank you, CNN. I'm disappointed for the boys because I think first half they played very well, and then second half, of course, they always play better second half. We spoke about this the whole week that if we don't finish off the game in the first half, we are going to have challenges because they always, if you look at the game that they played, the Rentals and Dynamos, they've always come back stronger in the second half. We were prepared for that, but unfortunately, we had an injury. But I'm one coach who doesn't make excuses. I take the blame. Whenever we lose, I take the blame for my players. I'm disappointed for our fans that they traveled all the way, but we didn't get anything. These boys, they create a lot of chances week in, week out, but it's still difficult for us to get goals. And at the end of the day, you can play better, but if you don't put the ball at the back of the net, it becomes difficult because 3 points, you have to score goals. Because if you are telling somebody who's in Urungwe that Simba played good football, but they lost 2-0, it doesn't make sense. But I'm very sad for my boys, and whenever they lose, whenever we lose, it's difficult. But like I say, that I take the blame. I'm the head coach here. I take the blame for the loss, and I hope that we will go back and make sure that we continue to work on our weaknesses. And our weakness has always been putting the ball at the back of the net. But if you look at Manica, they took their chances and they scored 4. Versus Kwekwe, we had a lot of chances. We could have scored 6 or 7. They continued to miss these chances. Today, we had an opportunity to wrap the game in the first half, but we didn't score. So if you don't score, obviously, you're going to invite a lot of challenges. But we're happy with how they played first half. Second half it was difficult, but like I said, we'll continue working.
Now, Dubai, before I let you go, the transfer window is just round the corner. Would it be correct for me to say you might be thinking about getting 1 or 2 forwards to take care of your problem?
Yeah, obviously, if you look at our numbers defensively, we've been impressive. I think it's only today that we let in 2 goals. But going forward now, it's always been a worry. There is a lot of pressure on Gorirap to give us the goals. And you know, sometimes when you bring in a foreign player, we are always expecting a lot from him. He's been doing good for us, but the pressure is too much for him. So we need other guys to chip in. We've got scoring midfielders here that are supposed to be doing that, but at the end of the day, they haven't been, coming to the part. But like you said, maybe we might go out there and look for somebody who's going to come in and help. Because this team, if we can finish off what we are creating, I think it's a good team. Yes.
Well, tough luck, Dubai. All the best as you try and psych up your guys for the next game. All the best. Safe trip back to Shamba.
Thank you so much, Siene. Thank you. Thank you.
Right, Dubai, Joel Lupatla, just bemoaning the finishing up front. But I did say, didn't I? The Rentals did it, they paid for it. Dynamos dominated as well, they paid for it. Simba Bhora dominated and they paid for it. So you see, if you play Scotland, once you dominate them, you must score. But that's the way the cookie crumbles. Well, that's just about it here. Kumbiles at Rufaro Stadium. Thanks so much for watching. Do enjoy the rest of your viewing here on ZBC TV. From everybody here, the ZBC TV sports crew, fronted by our producers, Tinashe Manyoni, Bevan Shinurai, and Stuart Shoriwa, we say, remember to take care of your loved ones and each other. I'm Charles, CNN Mabika. Until